Hey everybody, it's Allison here with New Little Life. Today we're going to talk about 5 reasons not to pump. And if you've been on my channel before, you'll know I love breast pumps. I review a lot of them. I've got a private Facebook group for helping you choose a pump. I've got 20 pumps sitting out there that I love reviewing and helping moms use. But today we're going to talk about the reasons that you should not pump. And I'm talking to you. Okay, I just filmed kind of a rant. And it's on my channel. So now I'm going to take it back a second and we're going to talk for real 5 reasons not to start pumping. Okay, so as a disclaimer before I start, pumps have a place and pumps save a lot of moms a lot of hassle. They're great in some scenarios. I'm talking about 5 reasons that are bad reasons to start pumping. Okay, there's a list of other reasons that are good reasons, but these reasons are not good. So don't do it. Here we go. Reason number 1, you should not pump because you think you have to. So you do not have to pump. Oh, I've said that so many times. I still see moms commenting or asking questions like, does anyone just breastfeed and not pump? Like, why am I doing this? Okay, then don't do it. Don't even start. Okay. Oh my goodness. You don't have to pump because you think you have to, or you think you should, or that's a normal part of the breastfeeding relationship. It's not. A pump is an artificial thing that you're introducing into your breastfeeding relationship. So sometimes it's great and needed, and most of the time it's not. So if there's a reason you need to pump, awesome. I will help you do that. But if things are going well, or you don't anticipate any problems, you had a normal delivery, baby's latching well, you're doing fine, there's no need to pump. Stop. Reason number 2, you should not pump to feed the freezer. I've heard this before. Feed the baby, not the freezer. And I love that saying because really you should be focusing on feeding your baby. And a freezer stash is really unnecessary in my opinion. Now, I like to have 3 or 4 bags of frozen milk in the freezer for the times when I need to go to the dentist or out to lunch with a friend. I'm probably going to have to pump while I'm away from my baby just because I'm probably going to miss a feed and be full. But I could leave the baby with my spouse or with a babysitter if I needed to, and they'd have enough milk for a few hours while I'm gone. For me, as I work at home, stay-at-home mom, that's all I need. And actually, I've been trying a lot of breast pumps recently, so I've got more milk in the freezer than I normally would. And my husband was just asking me the other day, what was your plan with this milk? Because I have 2, they're haphazardly thrown in, but 2 Ziploc bags like overflowing with milk. So it's not even that much milk, but we don't need it. And I don't have anything to do with it. But I've been trying some breast pumps lately and I'm like, well, if I pumped it, I'm going to save it, anyway. That's my scenario. I have way more than I need, even just that little amount. I see these moms with freezers full or like deep freezers full. Like, where do I put this milk? My deep freezer's full. Holy cow. I don't know what you guys are doing with this milk, but it's, man alive, it's a lot of milk. Even working moms, I feel like you only need about a day's worth of milk as just a backup, you know what I mean? And you're going to have to rotate that out. Unless you planned on like weaning from the pump early, but you wanted to continue breastfeeding, or you were going to be away from your baby for an extended period of time. Gosh, I just don't know why you would need that much milk. So don't feel like you have to. Catch a little with the haka here and there. Throw 3 bags in the freezer, call it good. Don't get me started on stash talks. I could probably go forever. Don't stress yourself out about it though, okay? Stop pumping. Reason number 3 you should not pump is because your insurance gave you one. So it's really cool that insurance companies are giving you free pumps, and I'll even put a link down in the description on telling you how to do that because it's really helpful for moms that need or want to pump. A lot of moms are working now, so they're planning on pumping later, or if your baby's born early and they're in the NICU, you're going to need a pump. There's a few reasons why that's awesome, but just because they gave you one, you're a stay-at-home mom, you're exclusively breastfeeding, things are going well, baby's gaining weight, that's a bad reason to start pumping, is just because it's there. Okay? Don't do it. Number 4, reason not to pump is to relieve engorgement. And this one is super tempting because a little bit of engorgement is pretty normal in the first week. So you have colostrum in the beginning, which is totally fine for your baby. It's difficult to pump as well. So if you're pumping in the first few days, which I hope you're not, if things are going well, you're probably not getting a lot of output, which is normal. Okay. So don't stress. It's fine. And then when your milk transitions in, it's going to kind of come in full force, and a little bit of engorgement is normal. You don't want clogged ducts that get infected and turn to mastitis. That's not normal. But really full engorged breasts is a pretty normal thing. And it can be really tempting to pump that milk because it's uncomfortable and it's like leaking. Actually, it's probably not leaking that much when you're engorged because some of it is also swelling. So pumping the milk out is really going to send signals to your brain to make more milk. And then you're kind of perpetuating this engorgement problem. So the more you pump, the more you make. All right. If you take the milk out, your body's going to fill it up. So pumping to relieve engorgement is a bad idea. I have a video that talks you through engorgement, what to expect, how to deal with that. I'll put that up top for you. That's how you need to deal with engorgement, not by pumping. Okay. Even with a haka, that's still a pump. Be careful. Here we are at number 5. The number 5 reason why you should not pump is just so your partner can feed the baby. And I also have another video on this. Man, I've got tons of videos. Okay. Other ways for your partner to bond with the baby aside from bottle feeding. So I would like to say, if this works in your relationship as a family, if for some reason you find it easier to pump that night feeding and have a partner or a helper feed that baby in a bottle, and that like works for you, super great. I'm talking about when you're exclusively breastfeeding and you don't really want to be pumping, but your partner is like begging to feed the baby because they think that that's like the only way to bond with them, or they want to help. That's a bad reason to pump. Okay, so the whole vibe of this video should be, if you want to pump or you need to pump, pump. If you don't want to pump or don't need to pump, don't pump. That's, I guess this video could have been 20 seconds long while I said that, but go watch that video or send it to your partner if they're really struggling with the idea that they're not helping or bonding with the baby because they're not feeding them. I go on for 9 minutes in that video about that. That's my last reason why why not to start pumping. Okay. I hope you found this helpful. If you have questions or you want me to talk more in depth about any of these things, comment below and I'd love to chat with you there. Happy breastfeeding, happy pumping, or happy time while you put the pump in the closet and never touch it again. Whatever works for you, go and do. We'll see you on the next video. I'm tripping over my words today. What the heck was I talking about? Oh yeah. I lost my train of thought. Mom brain.